$1.3 million on his body to play every year. He said he spends about $50K every other week on recovery, which includes ice baths, cold therapy, hot tubs, and etc. So, Mike, especially from you being an athlete, do you think that there should be a limit on what's spent on the body, or do you feel like that's a priceless thing that's like, it doesn't matter? Because
That's your greatest asset. You know what I mean? That's your greatest asset for this game anyway. So absolutely. I don't, you need to do everything you can, especially with the numbers you're pulling in now, to play as long as you can. I'm okay with that. I just think that, they need to, maybe check some of these numbers the Negroes giving them on these charges of the whole training. Like, I say, we got on Diddy about his baby oil. I don't know that ice costs that much. You see what I'm saying? That's a whole nother number. But hey, yeah. And you think about it, you're making $35, $40 million a year, spending $1 million. That's possible, especially when they're charging you for what they know you're making instead of really what it should be charged. I can believe that.
Yeah, and then Cam, what's your opinion on this? Just the amount being spent.
Yeah, I think it's a drop in the bucket compared to what they're getting. You know what I'm saying? We talk about, even LeBron said when he had did his interview, I think it was on Pat McAfee, he said it was rumors when they were saying he spent $2-3 million on his body. But I'm pretty sure for him to be playing this long, he's spending something.
He's spending something
on his body. I would say the only tragedy in CeeDee Lamb's case is that he's not a top 5 receiver and he's doing all this. And I don't know why he's spending this much. Whatever, Mike, whatever. Spend all this money, you're not top 5 receiver.
Now we're gonna go that way. We're gonna go that route. CD has been top 3. You're right. He's not top 5, 6. He's top 3.
Mike,
he's top 3, 4.
You want me to read you the top 3?
In his numbers.
If you want me to read it to you, I'm talking about receiving. I'll read you the top 3. He's not top 3 right now. I got it right here because I knew you would debate me on this. So.
Well, wait a minute. There are categories that I can pull out where CD is.
It says 3. NFL player receiving top receivers 2025. He's not in the top 5. So then if you want to go to receiving stats, I have all the stats laid out. So if you're spending that much money and they're not top 5, it just looks bad. Drake London. You got to announce a Cowboy that's top 5. Pickens is there. I don't know because CD missed the games possibly. Jamar Chase is number 2. Puka Nuka is up there. Nakua. So to spend that much money and not be top 5, that's really a tragedy. To me, CeeDee Lamb's best highlight ever is when he was getting drafted by the Cowboys and his girlfriend tried to take his phone and he snapped it back. That's your best highlight of your whole career. I said, that's one of my niggas right there. I like that. His girlfriend tried to take his phone, he snatched it right back. He doesn't have a highlight better than that one. So keep spending the money and hopefully you'll be a top 3 receiver soon.
That was his greatest catch. I'm just putting words on what he said. I didn't say that. I just
know what I'm talking about, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
That was funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Man.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to her?
Wow, no.
That's what happened when you get caught reaching too early.
Literally.
You get reaching too early, man. That's what happens, man.
Funny, man.
Get your arm cut off, man.
That's funny.
Literally. Well, shout out to CeeDee Lamb and wherever that girl is, shout out to her as well. So moving along.
But we can all agree, though, y'all, that some of these numbers you get back, like, all right, how much you charge for that ice? I can find somebody to bring me some ice for less number than that.
Absolutely. But I agree with you, Mike. The money's, on a serious note, the money that they're getting is, let's think, if you, what do you say, you're getting $40 million a year, $35 million a year?
Yeah, 40.
$40 million a year. If you do taxes, it's $20 million, a little over $20 million a year. And then if you're spending $1.5 million, it's not even 5% of what you make. So for the most important asset to keep you on the field, I'm not mad at spending 5% to keep you on the field and play as long as you can.
Well, when y'all put it that way, it sounds more sensible. But from the outside looking in, it just sounds like, how are you spending that much? But at the same time, your body is the investment. So anybody in any of their crafts should be making an investment into what they're doing, especially if they're doing it every single day. So, but to
do a
Cam's
forensic
point,
audit. You do a forensic audit over there, really go through something. Sure, there's a lot of ice you can cut out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You just
Absolutely.
go through there, you know. How many of my boys?
Yeah, and then at the end of the day, some of it probably is a tax write-off.
that's what I was thinking. Because I'm like, ain't no discount, ain't no deal. It's got to be a tax write-off because it's his career. Okay.
Like I have female stalkers before, but it's usually after I fuck them. I never had a female stalker that I didn't fuck. And this is kind of new for me. So this is actually what happened. I did the face-off between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. I'm reading the cue cards. We talked about this last week, but I'm gonna for my audience who don't know. I'm reading the cue cards. On the cue cards, it says, the most watched women's fight ever, Katie Taylor against Amanda Serrano. I don't know what's the most watched female boxing match. Now, don't get me wrong, I love female boxing, but I never studied who was the most watched female boxing match. So I'm just reading what's on the card. After that, she goes on a DMs me, yo, you got that wrong, champ. Da 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 da. I'm the most watched female fighter. Fine. I said, congratulations. But after last night, which was the next day after the Jake Paul main event with them, I said, you got some catching up to do. Cool. After that, she says, I look forward to breaking records. I put fire, fire, fire emoji. The next day after that, she does a 20-minute interview dissing me. Cam is trying to rewrite history. Cam don't, pardon me. Cam don't know what he talking about. Cam is crazy. This nigga, he don't like black women. Da 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 da. And I'm like, bro, all I did was read what was on the cue card. How I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know who was the most watched, but I did know after the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, and they co-made an event, it was 50 million, 60 million, whatever it was, watching them. All this turns into Cam don't like black women. Cam is hating on me. I'm trying to rewrite history. I didn't know the history. So then I left it alone. I said what I said on the show. Then she tagging me in videos talking about, yeah, Cam, look at this, this, and that, third. So I left it alone. She tagged me again. So I DM'd her back. I said, this is stalking at this point. I don't want to give you the attention you don't want. You're going to get the attention that you don't want. I'm telling you. I said this in the DM. She said, let's go at it. And that's where it went. I'm just a funny nigga. So I just started clowning her. After I'm clowning her, she go back and forth, back and forth. Look, sir, I don't know you, homeboy. I don't know nothing you do but box. I have no opinion of you. I don't care if your fight was the most watched or not the most watched. My nigga, I do not know you from nowhere. So that's all the back and forth, but I was just having fun with it over the weekend. And she was putting up shit, I was putting up shit. But everything she was putting up, she don't know what the fuck she talking about. I got robbed. I never got robbed. Nigga tried to take my Lamborghini from me. I said no. I got shot up behind it. No disrespect, I'm not saying that's a smart thing to do. But you don't have your facts correct. When you get your facts correct, I'll tell you you're right, but all your facts are incorrect. Look, mister, I don't know you from nowhere. I hope you enjoy your life. I hope you have fun, but I don't know you. I'm not trying to rewrite history. I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. You don't have the most watched boxing female match ever. Ever, period. So that's all it was. That's what happened over the weekend.
So was all this over just the viewership?
That's all it's over. Whole shit is over the viewership. It all started, I'm trying to rewrite history. That's all it started. Then what happened was, I said, listen, you got 15 fights and 3 knockouts. Good. So she put up murder. She puts up, I'm mad I'm not in the studio. My flight got delayed. You got to get me out the murder. It's up to you to get me out the 2 with the demons. I want to be in studio for this. I'll be there tomorrow. But the point being is, it's all over viewership. That's all it's about. And then I put up, look, you got 15 fights and 3 knockouts. So she put up, you want to be the 4th knockout? So I put up when she was sparring with a nigga and the nigga knocked her out. And she ran her car to get her knife. I says, from everything I'm learning, because I learned about this girl all weekend because people tagging me. She want to fight every nigga. She want to fight Gennady Golovkin, Keith Thurman, what's my nigga? Porter, the nigga Porter. She want to fight niggas. So I'm like, if you really a nigga, just say you a nigga. I don't know what you are at this point. But she has a problem, and when she want to fight Jake Paul, she want to fight mad niggas. So I showed her when she was fighting a nigga cleaned her clock. Stop playing with people like that. And then she got mad. But I did get offered to go on Mad Comedy Tours this weekend. D-Ray hit me up. Cedric and a few niggas hit me, said, Cam, we'll give you 30 minutes, nigga. He said, Cam, if you want to go on a comedy, I said, I don't have a stand-up act, man. Few niggas hit me, I said, I'm not even really trying to be funny. I'm just telling you what's going on. But I did get offered to go on some comedy tours. But this is all over the viewership murder. That's exactly what this is over. So I said that Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano had the most views ever. That's what it's all over.
I think that's the misunderstanding. I think from hearing what Stat is saying, I don't really know, so anybody don't put me in it. But when it comes to viewership, she's basically saying that she was hosting this fight and she was the headliner of this fight, and those girls weren't. Is that the real beef? Stat, am I getting it correct?
Yeah, basically, like, it was mainly about the viewership, and I don't know, because can I just say really quick?
Yeah.
The whole thing, and I'm not inserting myself into, I don't want any part of this. I'm just saying, when it was first discussed, Cam didn't say anything bad. So that's why I don't understand why, like, it just got so hostile. He actually was, like, praising her and was like, look, like, she like, that type of thing. It was never supposed to be any sort of discourse, argument. So what I'm just gonna say, if you'd like to chat, you know, you guys can have a great discussion on the show. Everybody can say their sides.
That's my thing. So that's my thing too. Your publicist been begging for you to come on the show. I'm talking about begging. I didn't even tell Murder about it because I said it don't make no sense right now for her to come on the show. Whenever she got a fight, let her come on the show before her fight so it could promote the fight. Because I guess she was in Vegas a few times. It's like, can we please get on the show? And I'm like, it don't really make sense for us to come on the show. But you skipped the line. You want to come up? Come up. Come up tomorrow. I said, well, son, come on up. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with that. I'm in agreement with that.
Cam, that was the night before the fight, right? The night you did your standoff with him?
I did the standoff thing the day before the fight. No. It was about 5 weeks, 5 days before the fight. They ended about 3 days before the fight. Yeah.
Right. Okay. But the guy, when I was there working the show, when I was hosting, the guy from MVP Promotions, that's exactly what he said. This is the most watched women fight in the history of women boxing. You know, that's what he said. So I don't know. I mean, maybe she should go after him too. I'm just saying.
And there were other platforms also that said that that we're following old media or something like that. And I wanted them to know we're not following old media. That's an isolated incident, and we're here to clarify it. And anyone that feels different, feel free to just come on live and share your gripes. We really would like to hear it, because we really like It Is What It Is to be a non-biased platform. Sometimes we give strong views because that's really how sometimes we feel about things, and we wanted to create a platform where people can say how they really feel. And some people are gonna get offended by certain things, and we understand that. We understand that's a part of the sport. But none of it is personal with me. I know that. And I don't think any of this is personal with Killer. I think he said what he was saying. And to her defense, if you would like to come up, Clarissa, you're more than welcome. I'm letting you know that. Killer let you know that. Feel free to come up here, because I would love to see you. talk to Killer and put him in his place. Put him in his place.
You gonna put them hands on Killer.
Lot-
Put your hands.
Murder.
Talk about
Put on him. Put hands on him.
Let me tell you something. A lot of people tried. A lot of people tried. A lot of people died.
Yeah, I've been around Killer a long time. I never seen a lady put him in his place. So I welcome you up here.
Must see TV. Must
A
see
lot of
TV.
people tried. A lot of people died.
And I would just like to clarify one more time, none of this is scripted. Like, we're actually having an
Yeah,
open
we
because I think
just
people are
have
like, oh, no, I'm just as confused as probably y'all are. So that's why I asked. We're up here to get the answers. Everybody can speak their truth. It would be a great discussion.
And we're not trying to have messy TV. We just want a place where, and sometimes this happened with me and Killer when we're speaking, that we want this to be a place where everybody could bring their views to the table. Nobody has to let one view dominate the conversation. I think that's what makes healthy conversation, when everybody is able to say how they feel. Like, there's a guy just walked past here. He got on a pink paws hat, a pink Dipset outfit. He wears it every day. But, and we let him walk past. So we're open to everybody paws coming by,
And another thing, and one thing I'm gonna say before we move on, Mase view is Mase view, stab view is stab view. I don't necessarily agree with their view all the time neither.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't have to agree with them, because a lot of shit done got watered down on this show, my opinion. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. So come on up. Mase could be politically correct like he's talking, and I'm gonna be like I'm me. So come on up. So let them be. We don't all have the same opinion.
Oh, Killer,
So I'm
I'm
just
not
letting you
saying
know
I
that
got
as
a
well.
different opinion. Like, I don't want to hear the conversation. I'm for it. You know me, right? I'm for it. I believe that's how you bring the best pause out of people. Is let people figure it out.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm definitely not over here on a bias. I'm not biased. I'm never biased. I'm never neutral.
Right.
Okay.
And guys, and get
Well,
all
I'm just
perspectives.
telling you.
That's what we do here. That's what we do here. Now, and here's my last perspective on it too now. And you guys have gotten on me. We joked around about it. When somebody breaks my record in the 88 or Strepro in my, I said, wait a minute. I'm looking forward for them to break my record because it builds on to the whole program. Now, I'm
Mike,
just saying,
and we're able to ask you that, though.
women's
We're
sports
able
are
to
blowing
ask
up
you that.
right now.
That's what makes this a different show. We're able to ask you that question. Other places, they wouldn't ask it. They'll feel like that's disrespectful. This time, Killers asked me things I didn't necessarily want to communicate about it, but he asked the question. So we keep that same energy for everybody. So, just so Killer know that. We keeping that same energy with everybody. It don't matter who it is.
To get the perspective on it. You're right. But what I was saying is to get the perspective on it. That's why when you guys asked me, my job is to grow the sport best they can grow. I want all athletes because it helps their pocket, it helps their business, it helps their sport to grow it. So if she got evidence that she had a bigger fight, that's fine. But if you didn't have a bigger fight, that's good. I mean, the sport is still growing. Look at the WNBA right now. Juju come in here next year, we want her to do the same thing Caitlin Clark did for the WNBA. If you really care about the sport and not just you, the individual, you should be happy when the sport is growing and everybody else is tuning in. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna let it go. They ain't gotta cut me up. Cam handled it by himself. Stay on Cam. But I just wanted to drop that in.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I did speak to my guys at MVP. After the holidays, Amanda Serrano will be coming on the show, and Jake Paul will be coming on the show. Frank Martin, what's going on, baby? Big fight this weekend coming up Saturday, December 6th. You're fighting Bartholomew. How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good. How you doing? I'm ready.
I'm good. I see. Listen, you already in the state of Texas. Are you in San Antonio already?
No. I'm in Dallas. I leave tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay. Now we speaking to a few fighters. They was already there, but I already knew you was in the state already, so I didn't know if you were down there already, man. Um, Listen, we know that Bartholomew's a rough, rugged fighter. Is this somebody that you wanted to fight, or this is somebody that they put in front of you to fight?
It was a little bit of both. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It was a little bit of both. You know, I feel like every fight, when I get fights, you know what I'm saying, it don't be no walkovers, you know what I'm saying? So I just got to be ready for whatever.
Got you. You and Ryan, y'all have the same trainer. Where's your relationship at today? Being that, where y'all at? Because there was a lot going on back and forth.
I don't fuck with dude.
Okay,
You know what I'm
that's
saying?
yeah. So why is that?
Man, dude, he a funny style dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna be at 40 for too long. I'd love to go up to 147 and make that happen. You know,
Right.
it's a story behind it, you know, with us training with the same trainer and all of that, you know, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm genuine, you know, if I rock with anybody, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna keep it that, you know. I feel like he
Right.
went out of bounds a little bit on that end right there, you know, but everybody
What did he
different.
do? Explain to the audience for those that don't know. What exactly did he do to go out of bounds to fuck with y'all friendship?
It was never really a friendship. It was mutual. It was like a mutual
Okay.
relationship. But you know, we train at the same gym, so we stable mates. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So just naturally, when you in the gym with somebody, you gonna keep it. You know, you gonna keep it G with them in the gym. You know, like
Right.
y'all stable mates. So whatever go on in the gym, however, whatever going on, you don't talk about it or whatever. But the
I got
Tank
you.
fight, he ended up when I fought Tank, he ended up coming out saying all kind of crazy stuff, betting against me. All that, you know what I'm saying? So I just wasn't feeling that. You know, I went supported him, went to one of his fights and all that, you know. So it was just something that ain't sit right with me.
Yeah, he was talking about maybe fighting Errol and shit. I was like, I was confused about the whole shit because I'm like, ain't everybody under the same umbrella, like you just said? But yeah, speaking of Errol, is he still your promoter?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. Why didn't you fight, or maybe it's in the works or whatever the case is, Keyshawn? Because I seen you approach him, and then he said he would fuck you up.
Yeah.
What's the reason that fight hasn't happened yet? Is it behind the scenes shit? Is niggas ducking each other? What's the reason that fight hasn't happened yet, or isn't being talked about again yet?
No, the business, you know, the fight definitely can happen. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it can happen in 26.
Okay.
Probably the end, the middle of 26. You know, that's a fight that, you know, the fans want. You know, I'm willing to fight him. You know, I ain't gonna cap. I'll fight anybody, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's a fight that the fans would want to see, and they still want to see that fight. So, you know, I'm a green light. You know, I'm go. If they offer that fight to me, you know, it's a green light. He reached out to me before, not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? He reached out, hit me in the DM. It was cordial. He asked me about if I ain't had nothing coming up, you know, could we possibly put something together? I'm like, shit, yeah, you know, if I don't got nothing on the floor, you know, we can make something happen. So
That's what it's
that can
about.
happen.
That's what's up. Before the Tank fight, we see you fuck up Rivera. And then after that, he was tested positive for steroids. Did that make you be like, nigga, I'm tough? Because I fuck niggas up who on steroids. Did that build your confidence up? Like, yo, nigga was 32 and I beat this nigga up. How'd that make you feel after you've heard that?
I ain't gonna cap. Hell no, I ain't really feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I ain't find out about it until like 2 months after the fact. You know what I'm saying? After we fought, you know, so like I ain't really think too much about it, but in my head, like I was like, I'm a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. That's what I would be thinking. Like, because if I fuck the nigga up and I'm like, all right, cool, I fuck the nigga up. Then come to find out the nigga was juicing. Oh, I'm super bad. Fucking. Oh, I'll fuck niggas up. That would be my mentality. So that's why I wanted to ask you that question. Last question, and I'll leave you with this, or you can leave us with this. What can we expect to see in this fight coming up this Saturday with you and Bartholomew?
Putting belt the ass.
Belt the ass, BTA.
Man, BTA, I'm back. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to get a fan something they ain't seen before. You know, I got a lot to me, you know what I'm saying, as far as athleticism, strength, speed. It's just a certain style I ain't showed, you know, as far as, you know, I was fighting a fundamental style. You know, I'm a coachable fighter, you know what I'm saying? So I was fighting a fundamental style or whatever. But, you know, I got some tricks in my bag, and I'm going to bring them out. I'm going to show y'all what I've been working on. I got a new trainer. We've been working, you know, so it's gonna show a lot of my athleticism and the little tricky style I got.
Nah, that's what's up. Listen, Frank, thank you for joining the show. This Saturday, December 6th, Frank Martin versus Bartholomew is going to be a goodie. It is what it is. We'll be in the building. I'll see you this weekend, bro.
Let's get it. Appreciate you
Love,
having me.
baby.
All right. That's where we leave it. Because between Cam's whole female stalker saga with Clarissa, CD Lamb's ice budget breakdown, and Frank Martin pulling up to talk his big fight this Saturday, this episode had beef, budgets, and boxing all in one sitting. But real talk, y'all. Big shout out to Frank Martin for coming through and keeping it 100 with us about everything, from the Ryan situation to what's coming Saturday. Drop a comment down below and let us know. You think Cam was in the wrong here, or was this all just a viewership misunderstanding blown up? We read every comment, so let us know where you land. And look, if you made it through this entire episode, including the whole DM back and forth recap, you already know exactly what type of show this is. So do us a favor, like the video, subscribe if you're not locked in yet, and turn them notifications on, 'cause next episode's already brewing. And trust me, somebody's about to say something that gets the whole comment section going again. All right, that's us for now. Good luck to Frank Martin this Saturday. It is what it is. We'll catch y'all next time. Don't go nowhere.